Now they have a camp that does not empty at dawn. Supplies lie in one place. The fire does not go out every night. People no longer leave the entire camp just to find food by evening. R sees a simple truth. When food is brought by other hands, the leader gains hours and days that did not exist before. In the Ice Age world, this is rare, because the ordinary life of hunters is a constant exchange of strength for warmth, day after day, step after step, from one camp to another. But here, for the first time, they do not have to leave. And that is why R makes the next decision, not simply to live in this valley, but to make it difficult to enter for beasts and for people alike.
People of the Upper Paleolithic do not build fortresses as we understand them. They have no saws, no nails, no dressed timber. But they have something else: time, stone, and hands. Trees are cut with stone axes and wedges. The trunks are not set straight like the fences of farmers. They are driven into the ground at an angle, braced against the earth and against one another, so that a spear strike or the weight of a body does not break the barrier at once. The gaps are packed with branches, bones, stones, and frozen soil. In winter, the ground works like mortar. Wet snow, trampled by feet, freezes and turns into a solid mass. The passages are left narrow, places where two people cannot pass side by side. At the entrance, simple obstacles are placed: piles of stones, antlers, heavy poles. These are not gates, they are a way to gain seconds, and in close combat, seconds matter more than strength. Thus, the camp gains a boundary that can be read even without words. When the number of people grows, the camp ceases to be a circle of kin. Fires are placed to illuminate space, not one large fire where all are equal, but several fires, so that shadows do not hide movement. Food no longer lies beside each shelter. It is gathered in one place, under the watch of those who are stronger. Fat, the most important part of the kill, is stored separately. It is not left in the open, where its smell draws animals. Fat is hidden in pits. The pits are dug into dense soil or frozen ground, lined with stone, covered with hides and heavy slabs. This protects against wolverines and foxes, and at the same time, against hands in the night. Dried meat is hung higher, so dogs and wolves cannot pull it down, and so it stays out of reach of children, who always reach for food first. The Upper Paleolithic is an era in which people already know how to store food. But here, storage ceases to be a family matter and becomes a system. Whoever controls food controls people. Thus a new order appears, one that holds without speech, through distance, through looks, through the habit of stepping aside. Each new raid brings more than food. It brings people. And the camp grows, not naturally as a lineage grows, but abruptly, in leaps. The captured are settled at the outer edge, closer to the wind. They are given poorer hides. They are made to rise earlier because they are not allowed to refuse. They are not given spear points. They are left the heavy work, hauling wood, carrying stone, clearing snow, tending fires, dragging a carcass from a ravine when it is already frozen. There is a reason for this arrangement. A hunter without a spear point is not a warrior. He can bring meat, but he cannot easily rise against those who guard. There is another reason. The captured know this land better. They know where animals come to water, where stone lies beneath the snow suitable for a hearth, where dry branches can be found that burn even in dampness. That is why they are not killed at once, they are used. Thus, the camp begins to resemble an organism. Some hands move it, others feed it, others guard it. Now R can go farther. A center remains behind him, one fed by others. He does not take everyone with him. He takes those who tire less and move faster. The rest remain to guard supplies and boundaries. People of that time do not write plans, but they know how to repeat a successful movement. First, observation, traces of fires, discarded bones, trampled snow. Then approach, not at night and not in a storm, but when the camp is absorbed in ordinary life. Then the strike, short to avoid losing their own. Then return, fast because a long fight in the Ice Age world consumes strength faster than cold. After this, the camp changes again. New hands appear, new children, new habits. Thus, violence becomes a cycle, and each cycle strengthens the center, for as long as it can be held at all. Over the years, this place becomes too large to abandon easily. There are always people here. There is always fire. There are always supplies. Space becomes divided. Here, the fires of warriors, closer to the stores, closer to the passages. There, the fires of those who work, farther from food, closer to cold. Simple signals appear, not words but actions. A pole laid across a passage, a stone moved near an entrance, a piece of hide covering a store. All of this can be read without speech, because the life of hunters has always taught one thing: to notice the small in order not to die. This is not yet a city. There is no farming, no stone houses, no permanent streets, but it is already a center that draws people in and holds them by force. Such a place does not arise on its own. It exists as long as there are others around from whom one can take, and as long as there is someone inside who can hold order. A child is born to R's woman, a daughter. She grows among fires that do not go out, among food that does not vanish in a day, among people who work in silence. To a child, this looks like a natural world. But in the Upper Paleolithic, such naturalness rests on a fragile thing, on the strength of a single body that sets order. When that body weakens, everything else begins to tremble, like a flame in the wind. During one of the raids, R receives a severe wound. He returns, but he no longer moves as before. In a world without clean bandages and without the ability to close a wound, blood and dirt become part of the body. Strength leaves slowly, first the fingers, then the legs, then the breath. He stays by the fire more often. He appears at the entrance less and less, and the camp begins to live differently because there is no longer certainty that he will step forward first. Warriors hold their gaze longer than before. People at the edge of the camp begin to move more freely. Supplies are guarded unevenly. Someone sleeps, someone is tired, someone thinks of himself. Violence can build quickly, but it does not endure weakness well. Those who worked knew the camp best of all. They knew where stones for throwing lay, where a store was closed with a hide that could be lifted with one hand, where a warrior left his spear when he went to the fire at night. They did not need words to coordinate.
movement was enough. One step closer, one hand to a stone, one glance at another. When R could no longer rise, the blow came. The warriors did not have time to become a single whole, because their unity rested on him. R died where he believed he had secured the future, and with him died the order he had built. The camp remained, but it no longer held the same power.
R's woman and daughter remain alive. And now they find themselves at the outer edge, where hides are worse, where the fire is farther away, where the cold is felt first. This turn needs no explanation. It simply happens, like a change in the wind. In the Ice Age world, power rarely outlives its bearer. If order rests on the strength of one person, it disappears as quickly as the warmth of a fire that is no longer fed. R saw that resources did not have to be sought, they could be taken. And he truly gained much: people, food, walls, years. But he did not gain the one thing that keeps people together when strength fades. Fire can burn for a long time. Supplies can lie in the ground for months. But fear lives only as long as the one who creates it. Echoes of evolution. Every decision lives for centuries.